Hey, what's up, everybody? We're here with another episode of Who's Your Realtor? I'm here with Linda Winge. Today is January 2nd, 2019. So, Happy New Year. You see, we're starting the new year the right way. I hope you're starting the new year the right way. Make everything that you want to happen. Make sure you fulfill your New Year's resolutions and be careful because 2020 will be here soon. So, with no further ado, I'd like to introduce Linda. She's a mortgage loan officer. When we met, we had a natural connection, and somebody that I really think that everyone needs to know or to meet at some point.
Hello, everybody. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Little camera shy, right? It's a little bit.
It takes a minute.
Yeah, it takes a minute. I'm getting used to it myself. So I wanted to ask you, so how long, like when did you get into the business?
I have been in the industry for about 23 years. I started working with a finance company, kind of did car loans, personal loans, and fell in love with the mortgage end of it, and have been doing it ever since.
Okay. So that's good. I mean, you've been in the business a long time.
I've seen it all.
You've seen it all. So that's good when someone has that much experience. I mean, being in the business of home loans, what do you enjoy most about it?
It never gets old to sit next to somebody at a closing table and have them get their keys to their first house or their second house.
Mm-hmm.
Or even when they downsize because their children have all grown and flown.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing like being a part of changing somebody's lives. Not saving it, I'm not a doctor, but I do change lives, and so do you. There's no better feeling.
Yeah, it is. I mean, and like you say, not saving lives, but helping to change it, because I do see a lot of people that they didn't think they could get a home loan. They didn't think they were able to get qualified for a home loan. So, I mean, do you recall any difficult files that you might have had that you might want to share with us?
There is one woman. She was in her 60s. She had been trying to buy a house for a couple of years, had gotten pre-approved from lenders, written contracts, and then had them fall apart.
Mm-hmm.
She contacted me. We needed to tweak a couple things. We did. She closed on her home. I sat next to her while she FaceTimed her son to say it finally happened. She had told no one that she was even in the process because she told him before.
Yeah, she had been let down so many times. Yeah, I've been through that. I mean, and just talking about that, right? Like deals that fall apart. And this is something that something I'm curious about too. A question that I'm asking: what makes the difference when there's a deal that's fell apart on a client one or two times, but then they bring it to you, and then you're able to get that deal done? Like, what's happening there? That those other deals fell apart and couldn't be completed. Those transactions didn't get completed.
Honestly, it's due diligence on the part of the loan officer. There are so many things we need to look at to determine what they qualify for.
Right.
And a lot of loan officers do the bare minimum.
Mm-hmm.
They issue a pre-approval and send the people out shopping.
Right.
They come to me and say, well, I was pre-approved for $250,000.
Mm-hmm.
I look at it and say, you can buy, but 180.
Right.
The 180 closed. The 250.
It fell apart.
After they spent money on appraisals, spent money on inspections, and their time and their dreams and their hopes.
Right. Definitely. So you definitely want to make sure you have somebody experienced that's doing the due diligence to make sure that you're getting the pre-approval that you need in order to get the deal done. Someone that's going to do their homework, like Linda is saying right now. I mean, that's very important. I know a lot of clients don't like to talk with loan officers immediately. They want to go out without pre-approvals. But the best step is to talk with that loan officer, get them the information that they need, so that way that you can, make sure what we're going to look at, what you're going to look at with your realtor is a house that you can actually afford, that you're not going to go 30 days, 45 days into the process, and then the whole deal collapse because, the loan officer didn't do their due diligence. So, you definitely want to go that route first. Okay. So just another quick question. In this business, like, what would you say you specialize in?
Inland, the company I work for, is pretty much a one-stop shop.
Okay.
We have renovation loans. We have construction loans, VA, FHA.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite, and will always be my favorite, are the first-time buyers.
Mm-hmm.
We have grant money available. Those are the clients that will always come back, that always truly are so excited.
Yeah, appreciative. I mean, it's just amazing, right? For them, it's amazing, that first house, and when they thought maybe they were going to rent an apartment,
right?
Or a lot of people want to do rent to own, and they don't realize they can buy, because the credit score doesn't have to be, in the 700s. You don't have to have perfect credit. There's criteria, right?
Right.
But a lot of people think they have to have perfect credit.
Well, and not even that. People think they need 20% down, or that they
Yeah.
need tens of thousands
Yeah.
of dollars. Most people can get into their house for their tax return refund.
Exactly.
A couple $1,000s,
Yep.
and they're in a house.
So you heard it, tax returns. When you do your taxes, use that money to buy a house.
Yeah.
Don't go buy the jewelry, the
No new
furniture.
iPhone.
No new $500,000 iPhone. No. Let's get a house 2019. We're gonna step the game up a little bit. And, go and get a house. It'll be beneficial for you and your family. It's something you can file on your taxes.
Right.
You can't file an apartment on your taxes. The landlord can.
Mm-hmm.
And look, I'm a landlord. But even tenants that I have in my own properties, I tell them, you got to build up to buy.
Right.
As a landlord, if one person leaves, you're going to find another one. I don't want to keep anyone a landlord. I give them the same information,
Right.
like that I'm sharing here. If you're able to buy, you should buy.
Definitely.
What I would say, what do you think sets you apart from any other loan officer? Because we interview a lot of loan officers.
Right.
We meet a lot of loan officers. There's a lot of loan officers out there.
Oh, right.
What's going to set you apart? Why should they say, you know what? I'm going with Linda.
I've always told people that it's truly a gut feeling when you're shopping for a realtor or a loan officer. You need to feel comfortable. We are going to be a partner for a couple of months. You need to know that your phone calls will be answered. You need to know that you're not a number. But all that aside, I truly, truly love what I do. I couldn't imagine waking up and doing anything else. And you'll see that.
That's big too. Just the communication piece. Just answering the phones.
Right.
That's really big. A lot of I've seen a lot of clients get upset. Because the communication lacks, and that's one element to my business is that you call me, you text me. Even on my Facebook page, you go on my Facebook page. And they're going to say, like, how fast you respond to a person. It says something like incredible or something,
right.
Amazing response rate, immediately,
right.
Because I'm on top of it, and definitely that's a big part of customer satisfaction.
Right. It's a 24/7 job. It really is.
It is. Okay, before I let you go, because I'm bringing in, the plan is I'm going to be starting my own brokerage as well. So I'm going to be bringing in new realtors, people that are have never been realtors, some experienced realtors too, But individuals that want to get their license now, they're thinking about getting into the business. What is one tip that you would give anyone that's thinking about becoming a loan officer or that's taking the exam to become a loan officer?
You have to be true to yourself, be true to your clients. You have to be all in. You can't just ease into the job. You've got to go all in. It isn't just a job. You're playing with somebody's life, and you have to hold that life and their future. You have to be held accountable.
Definitely. Yeah, it's the biggest purchase of someone's life.
Right.
Yeah, this will be the biggest purchase that you make. It's not a difficult purchase either.
No.
Right? Well, I remember when I was first getting my first home, and I thought it was going to be a difficult purchase, and I thought it was just going to be like a massive amount of things that I had to do. But it's one of the biggest purchases you'll make in your life. But it's one of the easiest purchases you can make in your life too, if you have professionals there to help guide you through the process.
Right.
It's only a few steps when you really look at it.
Right.
But it's things that it's parts of those steps that a professional can help guide you through and make it seem seamless.
Right. That's stress-free is the way we like to do.
Exactly. That's the best way to sum it up.
Mm-hmm.
Stress-free. Okay. So I think that's it.
Sounds good.
I want to thank everyone for watching. Anybody that's watching, that's tuning in, I really appreciate it. You can check us out on YouTube. So there's a YouTube channel, and I put it at the end of this video as well. I know me and Linda will probably be doing another video. We could do a video on just LOs, just becoming a loan officer.
Definitely.
That's a whole video there. We were talking off camera, and I said, can you give me some tips? And then she just kind of sat back like, well,
Where do we start?
Yeah, so then I said one tip. So maybe we might come back and do another one.
Definitely.
Just for people interested in becoming loan officers. I think that would be a good self-help video.
Definitely.
Yeah. So I'm Aziz, Fathom Realty. Who's your realtor?
Linda Winge at Link Bank.
Yep. And I'll have Linda's info at the end of this video as well as along with mine as well. So check us out if you need a realtor, you need a loan officer. Please don't hesitate to call, text, or email, or Facebook, or Instagram, or LinkedIn, or Twitter, or YouTube. I'm looking for some more. Just Google us.
There you go.
Okay. All right. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.